What's up, brothers? What's been on my mind today, and actually been on my mind the last couple of days, is this concept of the finish line. I've been waking up the last couple of days, and the Most High put it in my spirit to share this with you. Maybe someone is going through this concept right now where you've been at a task, at a goal, and you clearly see it. You think and you feel, and I'm not talking happy, sad feeling. I'm talking about you feel it within that, you for the most part have, been a good steward of the time, the ideas, the thoughts, the energy that the Most High and via the Holy Spirit has directed you to. And you start seeing a clear picture in your mind that the process that you're going through, it's almost over. And you're ready for that new beginning. And it brought to mind last couple of days, two things. And first thing I kept thinking about when I was waking up and throughout the day, was this concept of what's in Ecclesiastes 3, there being a time for everything, a season for everything, a beginning and an end. And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, Lord, when is the end of this season? And I woke up yesterday, and Spirit took me to, I believe it's Luke 18, about the persistent widow. And I was reading it through, and it talked about a widow that needed something to get done in the court of law. And she kept coming back and back because her situation wasn't being taken care of. And the judge who was presiding was like, saw that she was going in faith to the point where the Messiah, using this parable, was saying that the judge was like, yo, I don't even believe what you believe, but I just want this, I want this to be done. So in a sense, in a worldly sense, he was like, wow, I wanted to be done. But she was, in a spiritual sense, going back and back and back because she has just an assurity, if you will, a strong belief. Some people say a knowing, that it had to get done. It was going to get done. And she looking within was like, the Most High is guiding me to this. I have to do these things, and I have to play my part in this faith arena. And I was looking at the situation I'm going through now, because it's been a situation for the last, I don't know, year and a half or so, in terms of a deal that I'm trying to get done. And I'm seeing the finish line. I'm seeing clearly, hey, this is what could happen after the next step. And it's like, it seems everything is just particularly coming to the end time after all the obstacles that were faced. And now it's like, okay, more obstacles. And I woke up with a feeling of frustration. So I was speaking to Brother Jimmy, shout out Brother Jimmy, co-host, of F&M. He was reminding me about, this still then work that I have to continue to do. There's still a learning and a growing even in this situation. Because even if, and I do feel like, yo, it's I have a knowing and a belief and a concrete like resolution that is going to get done. Obviously, in terms of how I'm feeling and how I'm viewing it, if I'm still frustrated about it, then I have to let that go because I haven't done the thing primarily in my mental state to literally tap in and be connected to the spirit that gets me on a level of, it's done. It's done. Because I have a quote that I came up with myself, a mantra that says, all you could do is all you could do plus a little bit more. Came up with that concept years ago. And as I continue to go on my spiritual journey years ago, it really is true. We've said this before on the channel, the verse that goes, just as the body without the spirit is dead, faith without works is dead also. And, we put in the work in faith, but it's like, yo, what is going on? And then even today, I was reminded by the Spirit about two things. One, in terms of the children of Israel with Moses and the Pharaoh, it says that the Most High hardened the Pharaoh's heart. So I'm pretty sure Moses was like, yo, okay, I'm going in faith. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But here it is. Like, yo, what is, I don't know if the children of Israel may have been feeling that too. Like, yo, what's going on? And it's weird. It was like in that process, the Most High was literally continuing to let them know, to show them, to give them that life lesson of, okay, so I'm hardening the Pharaoh's heart so that you know who is doing this on your behalf. Do you understand? Like, so when other tough times come, remember me, remember this. And what happened? They did go through that time. They did get out of Kemet or Egypt. They did go forth and move on their journey, on their way to the vision within. What happened? If I remember correctly, they forgot. Oftentimes we go through something, and even in the last moment, it seems like we forget. And so we get through that moment as we feel that the Most High is promising us, because you know what I mean. Like it's always darkest before the dawn. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. So we get through it, but then we forget in terms of the gratitude and reflection that the Most High took us through things and got us through. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I feel like I'm so close, but now I got to get in the spirit of, you know what? You are in control, and I'm learning from this situation various things, including this very moment of feeling frustrated, feeling like, I've done all I could do, until I realize, you know what? Even if I'm thinking I'm righteous, and I don't think I am, in terms of like, oh yeah, I'm righteous, I'm doing everything right. I'm not saying that. But even if I thought I was, our righteousness are as filthy rags, when it comes to comparing ourselves to the Most High. So it's like just reminding myself that there is a lesson that I'm going through now that's meant for now and the future. And my job is to continue on the number one purpose, which is fear God and follow his commandments. It's to seek the Most High in his kingdom, and everything will be added unto me. He will supply all my need. He will supply all of our need, including this lesson that prayerfully, as I go forth through this Lord's Prayer life, I remember this, because it doesn't necessarily have to always be all this, this amount of time for it. And believe me, I've been going through some things, and I'm realizing, things that I'm learning, but I'm like, you know what, Lord, I thank you. But even today, I can humble myself and go, what is the lesson in this moment? Because another thing that came to mind today as well was also Job. Job was, I guess, feeling frustrated, if that's the word, or questioning like, man, but if we're reading it correctly, Job, even though he lost a lot, he gained it back double portion. So he went through that, even though, shoot, righteous man. Even the Most High was like, oh, you can't touch him. You can't touch him, evil one. You can't touch him. You could do all these different things. And the one thing that the Most High did not allow Satan to do, the enemy to do, was kill him, but put all his affliction, all this stuff, all the way he had to learn. It boasted his faith. And then when he got through it, we can imagine life continued to happen, but the lesson was learned to keep him going forward. And that's the energy that I'm at right now, in the sense of, I'm going through this. There's a reason for it. There's a lesson behind it. And as I get through this in faith, I pray that I remember in gratitude this moment in time that I'm going through, that will benefit me in the future, benefit those that, hey, that were involved in this whole struggle too, and also benefit those that I haven't even met yet. Because now it becomes a testimony where this may benefit me, but it will be to the glory of the Most High. And I can use this to continue on talking about, sharing the wonder and the love of the Most High via the Messiah and the Spirit.
Join the conversation by sharing your thoughts in the comments.
Be well and be blessed.